Welcome to Shivering Timbers Dojo. We're going to continue our deep dive into Tedori Jujitsu Orange Belt. It seems like we never get done. We do so much Tedori Jujitsu. Tedori Jujitsu is a robust system. Got a lot to it. There's a lot of elements to it. This is all of the elbows for tip 1. Again, we've ditched the concept of single, cross, double, things that we did in yellow. Now it's just more stuff. In this case, what we're going to do is we're going to show how to escape several grips from behind from the elbow. So with your arms behind you, whether they grab you or don't, and then also from the standard hammer lock. It's a good escape from that. Again, you will find as you practice these that most of these are really good when done when somebody doesn't have the firm grip and really got you in. You move in the ida, in the space between spaces, and we'll work on that. Tedori Jujitsu Orange Belt Tip 1. This is from the elbows. This is Ushiro, tekubi, gyaku, tori, ichi. So she's going to grab my wrist from behind, cross grip. And for each, she's got her hand on my shoulder. There we go. So now I'm kind of stuck with how I have to turn. Elbow strike, turn, pull the hand free into shime ichi or gyaku. So. Okay. Two. All right, so what we're doing here is she's got this and she's cranking it up. Now you'll notice she's got a good grip underneath my hand. If she switches her hand to grab on top, a lot of people practice like from this, she can't hold on. Like if she grabs it on top, there's literally, there's nothing she can do. But if she comes up underneath that thing, oh man, all of a sudden that hurts. So I gotta relieve the pressure. I relieve the pressure by stepping back and turning. I turn into it to relieve the pressure. When I turn it to relieve the pressure, I turn that into an elbow and cycle that right into shime ichi, the naked constriction 1, or gyaku. All right, other side. Again. Grab my wrist if you do. Here, grab my fingers like you did. If they get your fingers, again, you can just pop that out. Here, grab my fingers. Yeah, it just, there's not a lot they can do from that. It's when they get your wrists, forearm, oh, yeah, I'm kind of stuck there. So again, I've got to take that pressure off. So I take the pressure there. I went to grab her and she just went away because, again, catching an elbow to the side of the head is nobody's idea of a good time. And here we go, right into there.
I don't want to get hit.
Right? Now, I am big, you're small. Let's try it on you. So I grab with the opposite hand, just like to there. And I grab here, I'm like, haha, you're coming to me. Oh, there's that. Oh, very good. Do that again and really get that hand out. Again, come here. Oh! I am trying to hold on, but I tend to lose my grip when she elbows me. That elbow to the face changes a lot. Let's try the other side, shall we? All right, so again, I come under, and I'm grabbing again underneath, really. This is a good crank. This is a solid grip on somebody. She steps back and really throws that elbow and turns that over. Gets into that choke. Good, do that again. I'm gonna hold it tight. You might have let me. You know this. Get it. Oh! Good. For those of you who say, I want to see full power, I don't want to. It's as simple as that. Same thing, if I'm practicing with her, I'm not going to practice full power because that doesn't need full power. I think we can all understand that an elbow to the side of the face, the temple, the neck, any of those places is a bad spot to get elbowed. Simple, yes? So, again, it's the turn into the choke. Thank you. This is Ushiro, tekubi, gyaku, tori, ni. So, once again, she just gripped me from behind with a cross grip, but this time she did not put her, she didn't grab my shoulder. So, all I'm going to do is turn. Wee yourself. Let's do the other side. So again, she's got this turned, and then we're going to step back and turn. Now, one of the complaints about this one is like, who's going to grab you like that and not grab the shoulder? Let's talk about this. In the introduction, I talked about Ida. We've talked about Ida, the space between spaces. If I clap as fast as I can be, there's still a moment when my hands are not together and a moment when they're not apart. We work on that moment. There's a good chance that if I grip her and try to like get her here before I've gotten to the grip, you know, I get this, before I get here, she can already move and start doing something. So that's, you can think of it like, if you're like, well, nobody would ever grab you and hold you, you know, and not grip you. Think of this as the Ida. They've attacked my arm. They're going for that arm there, and before she ever gets the grip on my shoulder, I'm going to step and move and relieve that pressure. So again, other side, it's that opposite. So she's already got the opposite. So when I step back, I relieve the pressure immediately. Crank that thing. Make it hurt. Oh God, that hurts. Oh, but literally the step and the step. And down we go. All right, let's try it for you. Again, small. Boom, I can hear that step. And that, oh man, that, once she gets to that point, there's not much I can do.
You're not escaping.
You moved fast that time. You moved before I locked it in, didn't you? You moved in what?
Ida.
The Ida, yes. Boom, keep moving back up. Very good. In a perfect world, you can do these moves fully locked in. But if somebody is much larger than you and you are small, don't give them the chance. Move fast. Practice these things, yes? So again, as she grabs me, practice moving with that grip. Again, she comes in, grabs this thing, and after practice moving, I didn't let you lock that down, did I? I was moving before you had it in, didn't I? And that's the idea. You were using this to move before they have it locked in. You've got a much better chance of unbalancing your opponent. The last one from the elbow is now hanma shime hazushi. That is the hammer constriction escape. It's the hammer lock. How do we get out of the hammer lock? Hammer locks, very popular for law enforcement. It's a pretty staple right here. We step back and cradle. Let's get that on the other side. We step back and cradle. Let's talk about this. This one, cradling is effective. It is best used quickly, break, and throw from there. You will not hold them long in a cradle, and that's okay. If you practice this with resistance and you say, oh, I got out of the cradle. Yep, yeah, you might. If they don't come up and have it locked in perfectly, you might be able to get out of it, which is why we lock that thing, hit it fast, and then go to the throw. Now, this is Orange Belt. We're not going directly to throws. That will come later. But for now, she shoots in for that thing, and I step back to keep her from getting behind me. I pull that in, and I want that elbow nice and bent with that elbow up. Once that elbow is above those fingers, we've got a lock on. Let's try the other side. So again, I step back so she can't get behind me because she wants it. If you go ahead and get the hammer lock right there, and then now, yeah, that's a problem, right? Once she gets this arm here, it's a real problem, and it doesn't work. Once again, we are moving in the Ida, in the space between spaces. So as she comes in, I took that away from her and came up here, and once I get that up, now that means you have to recognize what's happening to you. And that's difficult in the heat of a situation, so practice. All right, hammer lock. The big guy's gonna hammer lock you. Don't let me. I'm gonna go to that side first. You ready? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, oh yeah. Again, it hits fast.
Don't tell me.
Now let's try something. Get it, and then just hold it. She does not have a good cradle here. Yep. Oh, but now she does. But I got out. So it's what we talked about. If we don't have a good cradle, can I get out?
Yes.
Yes. So we hit that thing fast and hard. boom, so they don't have a chance. Now, try it with you. Ready? You're going to hit it fast? Not quite so hard, just don't rip my shoulder up socket. If you please. Thanks. You ready? All right. Ha-ha. Ah, good. You had this step, you had it in. Excellent. One more side. There it is. I was coming around and you stepped back and prevented it, didn't you? This step makes sense. So, one more time, you come in. It's that step really, now I've got the elbow bent where I want it. Instead of her behind me, she's still in front of me. All right? So that was Tedori Orange Belt, tip 1 from the elbow. There's 3 things in there. 2 of them are very related. Again, the wrist grab from behind, on the shoulder and off. If you don't like these, oh, you need more pressure. Okay, then try these under pressure. Just understand that turning to elbow your partner in the face, there's a limit to how much pressure you can do from that. But, pat up your elbow, give them a little helmet, and see what you can do from there. By the same token, the second one, if you're like, well, nobody's going to grab you and just stand there, again, remember that they might grab you before they even get that hand on the shoulder. That's when you should be moving. If they get the hand on the shoulder, they've taken away that step from you, then you go into the choke. Again, from the hammerlock, practice it at speed. Be very, very careful with the cradle. The cradle can dislocate a shoulder very quickly. If you still don't like these and say, none of these would work, I could just step out of it. Well, great. Try them with resistance. Come check it out with us. See what you think. If you still don't like it, well, we'll practice other things. There's always another way. And with that, thanks. Stay safe.